And here we go. All right, everybody, welcome back to the My 1 Cent podcast. The Four Horsemen here again, bringing you entertainment during this time of stress and quarantine life type shit. I see, my boy over here to my left, Mr. underscore V305 with a little hoodie and a little Miami hat on. Top on the screen up there, Brandon's view. I'm not even gonna get into that because I don't want to talk about how I feel about that guy right now. And then over here, like always, the essential workers, the essential My 1 Cent, Jaywalk. So, guys, welcome back. Hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's staying corona free. And we got a lot to talk about, or at least as far as a specific thing to talk about, and that is obviously the Dolphins schedule came out. We're going to touch on that and a couple other things, but I'm going to start the show on a more of a downer. And yes, I am doing this what's that Steven Tyler thing with my mic here, just so everybody knows. We had a legend fall this week. The legend of head coach of the Miami Dolphins, legendary head coach Don Shula, passed away at was it 90 or 80?
In 90.
90. You know what, bro? I'd be lucky to hit 90. The way I drink and smoke and eat shit, I'd be lucky to hit 90. And it was nice to see a lot of the feedback from the league and stuff as far as going around. And one constant thing that came about Shula was that he did things the right way. And that was one thing about him that I take pride in that, being a fan of what he was here, that guy who did things the right way. And it's hey, he was fucking 90, dude. Like, what do you expect? But yeah, he's a legend. Obviously the leading win leader in the NFL. How many wins does Belichick have? How close is he to breaking that record? Because I heard he's number 2. So
he's close.
I don't want close.
He's number 3 right now, I believe. He's like 60 away or something like that.
Oh, I thought I heard he was number 2.
I think he's 3.
A little shout out to Space Dust, Elysian baby. Yeah, cheers, gentlemen. Cheers. I don't know who else has a libation with him this evening. It's a Friday evening in the beautiful city of Miami and Lake Worth. A little shout out to Lake Worth. And a shout out to the the semen producer of Jay, whose birthday was this week. My boy. Happy birthday to my boy. Love you. I'm going to order some cigars, especially for you, my man. Just, don't hold your breath yet. They'll come in the mail eventually. So anyway, now, Dolphins schedule came out this week, babe. Yes, Dolphins schedule came out yesterday. The whole league schedule came out yesterday. And I was talking to Brandon earlier, which I guess he wants to enjoy whatever the fuck he's eating there. Mentioning that I've heard that it was the third hardest schedule coming out, but he mentioned a few things. I don't know if we'll touch on that in a little bit. I'd like to go around all three of you guys and see your wins and losses, any specific games that you're looking forward to. We can also do that as far as overall with the league schedule, not necessarily Dolphins. We don't have to just stick to the Dolphins. So I will leave myself for last because I'm kind of I don't know where I'm at yet. I'm like an 8-8. I'm actually at an 8-8 and a 9-7 type of mode. I don't know. I'm look at this fucking. That's Darth Vader, bro. That cat is on the dark side, bro. Look at that shit. I love it. That's awesome.
Who wants to go first?
I'm going to go around the horn, and let me go to my left. So I'm going to go to you because you're on my left. Everybody else is right. You're on the big screen as far as I can see, because even though we're going to be 4. But you're on my big screen, so you're going to take the lead here today, sir. Mr. _ V305 on Instagram and Twitter. Let's go, baby. What you got on them Phins?
As far as the Dolphins, I know I'm probably going to have an unpopular opinion on this one, probably, but I'm between 7 and 9, 8 and 7, 8 and 8.
Is there any specific games?
The Raiders game, the Raiders game, the Broncos game, because it's at Denver. That's always tough to play at. Mm-hmm. And they got Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler, so they improved their offense with Melvin Gordon. So that's and their defense is when they're healthy, they're really good.
Correct.
With Bradley Chubb and Von Miller, obviously. So
and they lost. Who did they lose? They lost Harris and I think Derek Wolfe as well, right?
Yeah, but I think there's still going to be a.
Derek Wolf he's old. He's like 35. Yeah, but no, I mean, look, we won 5 games last year, right? With what we had it's unbelievable. But we still have. I'm still not.
Flow, baby.
I'm still not convinced. Even though we drafted a lot of offensive linemen, I'm still not convinced our offensive line is taken care of yet. Because they're young, and it's not going to be overnight that they're going to be able to gel together. So.
I agree.
There's gonna be some growing pains, bro.
Yeah.
What about this kid from New Orleans? Just let go.
I don't think they're gonna sign him.
Is it gonna be expensive to get him, or is it? Listen, there's a reason why they let him go, though. It feels like
casually. That's why.
So I read they got Cesar Ruiz in the first round, the Saints, and their offensive line is one of like the fastest offensive lines because they run a quick offense.
Right.
And Warford is like one of the slowest offensive linemen. So he was expendable. But he was and he made a Pro Bowl, imagine. But
3 times, yeah.
The last 3 seasons.
So he was due like $7.4 million.
Isn't really a lot if you think about it for an offensive lineman.
I don't think. It's not.
He's still young, he's 28, he's not old. But I don't know how much the guy wants,
The thing is with that, I did see a couple like analysts and like people from Draft Network were saying that Miami should be the favorite to sign him just because they said it just makes too much sense when in a Changeli offense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But going back to the O-line, look, I'm just I'm concerned a little bit with the tackle position more than the guard.
So am I.
I'm with you on the whole thing about them being really young and we have to see if it can play. I get that part. But I also feel like that could be also an advantage in a sense. Like these guys, now I'm not too familiar. I'm not gonna pretend. I know Justin knows it because he preaches about the Jangeli offense. It's a run heavy, correct? Is that what we're talking about?
No. He's a spread. He runs a spread offense.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him. He's an old guy. He's gone for a while. I'm not familiar.
He's a zone. Look, to perfectly describe it in a sense, he's a zone run vertical offense. That's what it's basically called in X's and O's wise.
We're all in agreement on that. No, I'm not. I don't know.
He's a zone. Right now we are slated to have 2 rookies on each tackle. I don't think that's happened in Dolphins history.
It didn't happen with Webb and what was the other guy?
Guard, I think it was a guard.
I thought they were both. You might be right.
Who was the right tackle when Long came? When Jake Long was here in 08?
What's the kid from UM?
Vernon?
Wasn't it the kid from UM, Vernon Carey?
It might have been Vernon Carey, yeah.
If it was Vernon Carey, he wasn't a rookie.
Yeah, like 2.
No, he wasn't a rookie. He was asking who was the right tackle when Long was a rookie, though.
When Long was a rookie.
So so right now we're talking Austin Jackson and who? I guess Robert Hunt.
I mean, I would think Robert Hunt, yeah.
So you're talking 2 rookies to right off the bat. I mean, it's a lot to ask for,
It is a lot to ask.
It is.
That's real rough.
That's why right now I'm leaning towards 7 and 9 because we are better obviously with defense, secondary, but the offensive line is my concern. Yeah.
I do believe that with Gailey's scheme as far as zone and all that, it'll help the rookies out a lot.
So 2 things. Like for me, it's 2 things: the offensive line, number 1, and then I'm comfortable with Breida and Howard, but my second concern, maybe not many people are talking about, is wide receiver. Like, look, Parker had a huge season. Can he do it again? Was it a fluke? And 1 and 2B, Albert Wilson has to stay healthy, man.
Yes, he does.
He's got to stay healthy, bro.
Damn, my background is blurred, isn't it? And that's some shit.
See, the thing is with the Albert Wilson, I think Tua will excel with like Jakeem Grant as well as Albert Wilson.
Malcolm Perry.
Brandon mentioned that earlier.
Malcolm Perry.
Mentioned that the other day.
Jakeem Grant is he's gonna benefit so much for playing with you if Tua plays.
But I think a Wilson and a Grant should benefit both from him.
Oh yeah, because they can easily run.
I think that you guys might have seen it because I retweeted it, and I think you guys follow me, but they were actually saying that they believe Grant is gonna fit the most with Tua because he gets the most separation, and that's where Tua obviously excels at. The middle of the field and all that.
He needs time to throw, regardless who's open.
No, I agree. That's true.
But Gailey's. The thing is, This is why I believe I think that's why they invested heavily. This is why I also believe that Warford is a legit target because, like I said, Gailey's offense is a zone run vertical offense. You need time to throw the ball downfield. But when you have a zone blocking scheme, it's less assignments. You have more help, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I mean, I'm with Alex with the worry about the young offensive line. I mean,
yeah, of course.
Yeah. But I also think that the young offensive line too could also be something that could actually work out for us as far as longevity and guys getting out in front of other guys, more athleticism to an older, slower. Look, I didn't want Trent Williams, and I'm glad, but I'll deal with a 28-year-old. I don't want a 31-year-old, but I'll deal with a 28-year-old.
And he would be cheaper too.
And he'll be a lot cheaper. I can live with that.
Yeah, so I mean he's cheaper because he's cheaper because he's a guard. Yeah.
Our biggest test for the offensive line, week 5 through 7, we got the 49ers. That defensive line is probably the best in football. Yeah. So we got them, and then the following week against Denver, Von Miller and Bradley Chubb. So that's 2 weeks in a row. And then you got the Chargers, Bosa and Melvin Ingram. So those 3 games right there, let's see how that offensive line holds up.
Yeah, I believe. Go ahead, Justin.
And if Dredd had freaking re-signs with Seattle, that defensive line is also really good.
Say that. You have to worry about Seattle with Clowney too.
And then you go against the Rams who have Aaron Donald in them, boys. So I mean, the interior offensive line, it's gonna be they're gonna struggle for sure.
Yeah, I think the interior O line is kinda, I guess, that I'm not as worried about. It's the tackles, obviously, because I think Eric Flowers at left guard and Karras can hold their own.
Or Warford.
If you get Warford at right guard, man, I mean that's huge, dude. You know what I mean?
So are we already saying that Jesse Davis is a backup?
If we sign Warford, yeah, he's gone. Yeah. And he's making like $4.4 million or something.
I think they're gonna allow him to compete for one of the tackle spots. No,
I hope they all can compete, bro.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, iron sharpens iron.
But I do believe, honestly, bro, I think the one that's gonna win the job right away, and it's crazy because we got him. Well, we got him pretty high. Is Robert Hunt? I think Robert Hunt's is the guy that's starting day one.
Solomon Kinley too is not bad.
Yeah, but Kinley's not in the conversation if you sign Warford because now Kinley.
That's true.
And I just saw.
But you'll have depth. But you'll have
correct,
depth,
which we never had.
We never had. That's where it happened, and that's what happened in 16. But remember, I just read something here. My bad, Vic. I just read something.
No, that's fine.
On the way here.
I'm not asserting myself.
Yeah, I just read something on the way here that they might bench Austin Jackson at the beginning. They might kick Eric Flowers to left tackle. I don't know how I feel about that. Obviously,
I don't know. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Nope.
But I'm just saying it's. They talked about it. One of the analysts from NFL Network said they can kick Flowers to left tackle.
I'm not doing it.
No, I'm not doing it.
Warford at left guard. I'm not gonna do it either. I'm just saying.
Let's be clear. We have Eric Flowers because of what he did at guard. We wouldn't have signed him for what he did at tackle because obviously he was a first-round pick who did nothing at that position.
He was a top 10 pick, wasn't he? And he was a bust.
He was a bust. Tackle. I am not going to put him back to the position. Now, mind you, if Tua, that's another thing. And what I was trying to stop in the middle to ask a question was, I think all this varies also on who our quarterback is. Because if it's Fitzpatrick, he's not that mobile. Well, he has been. He actually led our team in rushing last year. But I don't think it was on purpose. I think it was, he just made some things happen. Tua obviously is going to be a lot more mobile of a quarterback. Not that he is either, but I feel like things change with either one of those guys. And I don't know if we can give the same opinion about the offensive line, if it's Fitzpatrick or if it's Tua. Like either, I think that the opinion varies for the offensive line with either quarterback.
Fitzy made our offensive line look way better than it was, and that's hard to do because
that's hard to say because we didn't rush.
He made them look better by the way he could like move in the pocket. He was really underrated last season from what he did with that offensive line because we saw what happened when Josh Rosen came in. He was just a sitting duck, just kept getting hit, no offense.
Look, man, our running game.
So I got 7 and 9 in a nutshell.
Our running game is.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on. But
okay. Wait. I'm gonna get to you next. I'm getting to you.
No, I'm not talking about that. Next. Are we gonna go down the schedule? I thought we were going down the schedule.
No.
The games.
No. I don't want to go. I said it in the pre-game.
I must have not been here.
Yes, well, you were, and then I told you you weren't, and then I told you in the pre-game, where you gave me shit about my pep talk, that I don't want to go through every game, but if there's a couple games in there, if there's a couple games, like for me, I have like 2 games that I'm iffy on, whether we might win or might lose it. So
I thought we were gonna go down the schedule.
No, I don't want to go through every single. I mean,
you can if you want to.
I guess if you want to. I mean, but I didn't give it. He didn't. I didn't. Listen, I don't care. If you want to go through every game and you guys are cool with it, I really don't give a shit. I ain't got nowhere to go. It's Friday, baby, and I'm on Space Dust.
I got work tomorrow.
Let's go.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Listen, dude, it's 9:00 at night. Settle down. Your cats are gonna let you sleep. Relax.
Nah, they don't. They wake me up so early.
They don't go out. Listen, you don't have a dog that scratches on you ready to go to pee at 6 in the morning. So,
bro, but I have cats that meow in my ear at 5 a.m.
Well, then you know what? They're selfish. They're fucking selfish.
Did you not see him when he was up here, bro?
Because those things are the most self-fucking, they can take care of themselves more than anybody. They don't need to be bothering you. So anyway. Yes, okay, how about this? Justin, Brandon, if you want to go through every game, I guess I'll give you the courtesy of. But I was saying, I just was figured it'd be quicker to get through if we just went for the more important games. Give me your record. Tell me, like I said, I have 2 games myself that I feel like, so if you have one of those, we can do that.
Brandon has a 1.4.
Yeah, no, that's what I feel like that's where we're going, though. I feel like he doesn't have any of those games that we're talking about, and he's just gonna give us.
Of course, I actually got him. I'm worried that they're gonna start 0-2. To be honest.
Sorry, I had to reach my pen.
I got them losing their opener. I got them losing their home opener to Buffalo.
Yes, so do I. Actually,
no,
I got us starting 1-1. Actually,
so do I.
Oh, that boy said he gonna beat the Pats in New England. I like that.
Why not?
Listen, I think they're gonna win that game too.
I sent a video to the My One Cent Podcast chat on WhatsApp that Justin apparently doesn't like WhatsApp, so he can't be part of it because he doesn't like it. And I sent a video, some dudes on NFL Network. I guess they have a podcast, like 4 guys that I have no idea who they are. And, they were talking about that. And they were talking about the Dolphins being the worst team in the league and all this shit. And I'm like, and I started recording it. And, wait, hold on. What are they talking about?
That boy said he wants us to be engaged and always looking at the camera. And then he's always looking at TV.
My bad. You're right. I'm sorry. I saw something about the Patriots quarterback situation over here. Steve Smith is just ranting. So,
all right, Brandon. So what do you have?
Yes, go ahead, sir.
I got 9-7.
Okay.
I got 9-7.
I'm right there, dude. Like,
just to go quickly down to give you just the breakdown. I got win against New England. I got loss against Buffalo. I got a win against Jacksonville. I got a loss against Seattle. A loss against San Fran. A win against Denver. A win against the Chargers. A loss against the Rams. A win against the Cardinals. A win against the Jets. Another win against the Jets, a win against the Bengals, loss to Kansas City, loss to New England, win at Vegas, and lost to Buffalo.
You know that some of the guys on NFL Network had or was it ESPN? I think it was.
It was 1, 2, 3, 4.
They had the Burrow-Tua matchup at that Bengals game.
7,
I don't
8,
think
9. I got 9.
So, do you have the Dolphins winning the division?
No, 7 seed. Actually, 6 seed probably gets you. 9-7 probably gets you 6 seed this year.
So who do you have winning the division? Buffalo?
Buffalo.
Okay.
Well, I did mention to Alex.
I got them Buffalo because I have them actually getting at 9-7 as well, but they swept us. I have them sweeping us right now.
I'm on the home win loss road. I don't know. It's weird. And I mentioned this to him the other day too when we were talking about it. That game, that final game with Buffalo, could be the deciding factor for the division. I'm just saying we could be at that point.
And look, so basically what I was gonna say was, hold on.
Why are you laughing, Justin? Come on.
Let me bring it up.
Dude, when you're at the stadium, you're so optimistic.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Right back, guys.
If that Buffalo game, obviously, if we're allowed back in the stadium, if that Buffalo game is for the division, I'm going to Buffalo.
Yeah, I'm good.
Jeez, that's if you want to be in like negative 10-degree weather,
that would be
fucking ice cold, and
dude,
Buffalo fans trying to put their dick in your ear. I guess.
Dude, I would have so much respect for you if you went to the game.
I would rock a fucking Buffalo Bills fan.
That would be so fucking dope.
Yeah, you have to rock every one of them in their mouth, bro. They're all fucking nuts.
I mean, I'm not going by myself.
Well, look, I think they're not as bad as the Jets fans. I heard Jets fans are worse, bro.
They're not.
Throw shit at people.
No, they're not. They're not.
Don't the Dolphins do that Dolphin takeover at MetLife? I want to do that one year, bro. That shit looks lit.
Yeah,
speaking
bro.
Listen. Speaking of road games, stop talking. Speaking of road games, Justin, we're talking on our chat, and you guys were talking about the road trip to Jacksonville this year for Thursday night. What's up? Let's do this. Let's do a big old fucking My 1 Cent podcast road trip, nigga. Yeah,
I'm going regardless.
Oh yeah, you're going regardless.
I've never been to an away game, so
I got the plugs in Jacksonville.
Now I haven't been out of state away. I've been to Jacksonville and Tampa.
Yeah,
my mom went to the famous Dallas Christmas game or Thanksgiving game where Leon hit the ball and all. That was awesome. She has a picture of Dan Marino in crutches because he blew his Achilles that year, and Scott Mitchell was our quarterback. Anyway,
what did I miss?
No, not much.
No, nothing at all.
He gave us 9 and 7. Do you want to elaborate any more on that, Brandon, so we can move on?
No, I'm actually looking for the tweet that I saw from Joe Shad. Like he actually has, I think, Miami going around 9-7, 10-6, and that's because he thinks they actually compete in most of the games because he says the Dolphins will only face 4 of the top 20 quarterbacks in 2020. 4 of the top.
I think we're going to compete in more games than people think, bro.
Well, I think besides the guy that said we're the worst team in the league, most of us had
No, not even that. That guy, and before that, the guy had said that New England game at week 1 in New England is going to deflate optimism of the Dolphins. Like, we're going to go over there and get destroyed by fucking Stidham.
He's a retard. So look, so check this out.
I don't even know who those guys are, and I know a lot of podcasters. That guy can suck my dick.
Check this out.
How about
that? So I'm gonna give you guys just the names of quarterbacks they're playing. Look, I'm gonna go down the schedule, and you tell me what you think. You know, you got Jarrett Stidham, who's what? I mean, you have him twice. I mean, you got Josh Allen twice. Look,
let me tell you something.
No matter what Victor says,
they can sign Cam Newton, and they haven't. Don't think they might not have him.
Alex was telling me that New England doesn't want Cam Newton.
You baby.
Anyways, let's finish so we can go to the next thing. You got Jarrett Stidham, you're playing him twice. You got Josh Allen, you're playing him twice. You got Gardner Minshew, right? Those are like I think Stidham right now is what? The 29th best quarterback in the league.
I don't know who he is.
Josh Allen sucks. I don't care what Victor
said.
Josh Allen at best is a top 25 quarterback. 20, and he's like 24, 25.
Yeah, but he took his team to the playoffs last year. So I don't give a fuck.
The defense did.
The defense. It's a team sport. Team sport.
Josh Allen had 20 touchdowns last year, bro. That doesn't get you into the playoffs. I'm sorry to tell you that, Victor.
Well, it did.
Yeah, so. Because of the defense, Victor, and because of the schedule.
As a team, I don't give a fuck.
No,
I don't give a fuck what got them there. The point is they got there.
Okay. At the end of the day, if I give you a stat about Josh Allen, about how many open targets he missed, you'll agree with me. Anyways, next.
A young quarterback who's still learning the game.
Josh Allen is at best a top 25 quarterback. That's 4. Okay. Gardner Minshew 5. Okay. Then Jimmy Garoppolo, what? Top 20, maybe, if that.
I guess. Whatever. I don't really care much about Garoppolo. I'll be honest with you.
You know, the only. Then you have Drew Lock. You got Tyrod Taylor.
Don't do that. Wait. Time out. You see that I don't like.
What?
Because you can't. Because the guy's he's this fucking rookie basically, bro. And let me tell you, he had flashes. And he's the man this year, right? He's the man, right? He's the starter.
Okay. And he listens to Young Jeezy.
I didn't know that, but thank you. I'm just saying, you can't just. I don't give the man. He did not underperform when his time came up last year. So give the kid a chance, dude. I hate that.
And they got hella weapons, bro.
Thank you. Like they're setting this kid up like that.
They have better weapons than us.
And he plays in fucking Denver with fucking
they're probably top 10 in weapons.
Maybe at running back.
Bro, they got Jerry Jeudy, KJ Hamler,
Courtland
Sutton, Melvin Gordon.
Courtland Sutton. I think our top 3 receivers are better than Courtland Sutton, bro.
Noah Fant.
Our top 3 receivers are better than Courtland Sutton.
No.
And Jerry Jeudy, and KJ Hamler.
Wait. Hold on, wait. Stop. Wait. You said our top 3. That's including Parker, right?
Yes.
And you don't think Parker's better than Sutton?
I do.
Not you, Alex.
No. So you're saying Albert?
I don't think he's better than all 3.
said our top 3.
I would rather have Albert Wilson healthy than Cortland Sutton any day of the week. Yes.
Okay, all right. Hold on. Cortland Sutton last year had 1,100 yards and 7 touchdowns.
I didn't even know.
Albert Wilson's better than that?
No, but hold on.
No, he would have been better than that.
That's what I just
said. So I just said when healthy.
Our top 3.
I think Albert Wilson was on his way there.
No, he wasn't.
Okay, let's not do it's not about Albert Wilson. I want to know one thing. Do you think Sutton is better than Parker, Alex?
No.
Okay.
No.
No, because hold on.
No.
Yeah, but you said he's better than our top 3 receivers. Top 3, number 1 in that top 3 is Parker.
No, I never said
that.
He's not. I didn't say
that. Okay. That's good.
He's not even better than Preston Williams, in my opinion. Talent-wise.
Hey, you're kind of stretching that a little bit, considering that what he did in Denver last year. That guy, no, you're wrong.
I can't say that until the guy performs. He's got.
And Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler are rookies.
Preston Williams got hurt.
Jeudy and Hamler are rookies, man. It's tough.
Okay, Hamler, whatever, but Jeudy, wouldn't be shocked at all in any way, shape, or form if that guy just blows up next year with this kid.
Maybe you're right.
They're a young offense.
But when you play us,
go out, they have a good defense. They have a good fucking defense, and now they can just go out there and just offensively say, "What the fuck? Boom, boom, boom." They got weapons, so they can just let it rip. They can let it rip because they got a good defense. Let me tell you, Luck.
It's tough. It's tough to
Luck, right? It's Luck. Luck has a special situation in Denver, if you ask me. He's got weapons offensively, and he's got a fucking defense. And a lot of rookies don't get that situation for them just like that.
Joe Burrow doesn't.
Hell no.
It's tough. Jerry Jeudy and KJ Hamler might be good players and something, but you're going to have to do it against the best secondary in football. So that's how I look at that, partner.
But, I mean, it's like, I feel like if you're just, like, saying Denver is, but they're not, because Denver might be better than us.
No, I said Drew Lock is.
No, I know, but I'm saying, I feel like it's just as an overall anyway. Do you have us beating Denver? I don't remember what you said.
I do, yes.
See, I'm 50-50 on that game.
Why?
Why? Because one, it's in Denver to begin with, and we're coming off of Seattle at home, and then we're going to San Francisco to get our ass beat, and then we're going to go to Denver. That's why I'm saying it's probably one of those games.
Okay, why do you think we're going to get our ass beat in San Francisco?
Because we're not going to beat them.
Why? Tell me why.
Because we're not better than them. That's it. Period.
Okay. We're not better than the Patriots.
Hold on.
Last year.
Wait. Do you have us beating San Francisco, yes or no?
No, I don't. But I'm saying why? But you're making it sound like we're gonna just go out there. Oh, just spank our ass and we're gonna go home.
But I think they're not gonna. It's not gonna be. It might not be pretty.
Because their offense is not gonna do shit against us, in my opinion.
Okay, but they're still gonna beat us though. That means their defense is gonna destroy our offense. Maybe. That means their defense is gonna beat us down. And we have to play Seattle at home, which is at least we're at home. Thank God. But then we got to make that cross-country trip to San Francisco to get beat. Whether it's close or we get our ass beat, it doesn't matter.
Do you have us beating
Seattle?
To
Denver. No, bro. That Denver game is iffy because of the two previous games before that. We don't know what the fuck. I have us losing to Seattle at home. So okay. I don't know what kind of game we're going to have in that game. We might get.
I'm very interested to hear your breakdown of the schedule. I want to hear yours for sure.
Okay, you want mine now? I'll go mine now. And Justin, do you mind, Justin, if I go?
Let Brandon finish.
He's done. He was done already, right?
Oh, no.
I was going to quarterbacks, but like I said, Drew Lock.
Yeah, you're going a lot of other stuff now. If you want my schedule, I'll give it to you right now.
With the quarterbacks, Drew Lock, top 20, if that. Right now. Tyrod Taylor, what are you going to tell me next? That he's good too because he took Buffalo to the playoffs 3 years ago?
I'm out. I'm going to go get another beer. Okay. You guys talk amongst yourselves. If I'm next, let me know when I get back. I'm going to shut my camera off because I don't like my background. And I'll be right back.
Wow.
Yeah, don't stop talking. You guys talk amongst yourselves, okay? Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's
Yes, boss.
I can hear what you're saying with the quarterback situations. The Dolphins is going to be, I feel like they're going to have a top 10, a top 5 defense, honestly. And the thing about the schedule, man, is that a lot of things that these teams like to do, like the 49ers, for example, they love to run the ball, and we don't know if we could stop the run consistently enough yet. Our secondary did get better, and we tried to go through, in the trenches in the draft, but yet again, there are rookies. And if you go against a line like the 49ers who just repeatedly pound the ball, and a lot of these teams are going to do that. And they really screwed us with this schedule, man. We're going left, west, east, central, east, west, east. A lot of hard games are out west.
Yeah.
I mean, and the thing about Las Vegas is you're in Las Vegas, bro. There's so many other things that your team – I'm pretty sure Brian Flores is going to nip that in the butt real fast, but you still never know. It's gonna be an interesting.
Yeah, I mean,
it could go
I don't
two
really
different
think
ways.
I don't think that's gonna be that big of an issue just because we play half our games in Miami. So
yeah, but it's two totally different things. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people have just never been to Las Vegas. Now it's different from living in Miami, but then like visiting a place like Las Vegas. I don't think it's gonna have an issue, but you never know with some of the players. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, going out west a lot and then coming back east. Like we go out west and we play tough teams, but then you come back east and you got the Rams at home and you got the Chiefs at home and you got Seattle. Like those are hard home games, even though they're traveling.
Yeah, I think that's where I think it's going to be the tough part. Because remember, we still have a whole week to adjust to that home game, and they got to come the night before or however they travel. You know what I'm saying? But like for example, like when we broke down the schedule or when the opponents first came out, I actually put that Rams game as a loss. But now, they lost Gurley, they lost Clay Matthews, they lost, I think Littleton or whatever his name is, the linebacker. They lost Peters as well. I mean, they have Ramsey. But I think they lost a lot. I don't think they're the same team that they were when they went to the Super Bowl. And again, I know they have Sean McVay and he's good with him, but I mean, when you go into a game against the Rams, like, does Jared Goff scare you? Like, are you like, oh shit, we played Jared Goff tonight, like we're gonna get killed? No, that's my point. And I think to compete, you just need the quarterback, and that's when you only face 4 of the top 20 quarterbacks in the NFL, bro. You have to like the way the schedule falls in your favor.
Yeah, but like we said earlier, as a collective group about the offensive line and their defensive line and their defense, defense. I mean, I feel like a lot of the games this year, it's gonna be close. Like it's gonna be like low scoring, close. I don't think no one's ever gonna blow us out like they did the first 4 weeks of the season. Yeah. Like this Dolphin Patriot Week 1 game might be fucking the LSU Alabama game, like 6-3, 9-3, no touchdowns, all field goals type shit. Like this team's gonna be very interesting to watch, and it's gonna be interesting to watch the development of this offensive line. And
I just think that I think our offense is gonna be better than people think. But I think the addition of Breida and Howard just to pound the rock is big. I think Williams and Albert Wilson coming back is big. And again, bro, like I said it before, I have Tua starting, man, all right away. He's the best.
Away?
He's the best quarterback in the room right now.
I have a hard time sitting here saying, okay, well, Tua's going to start.
I don't agree. I don't like that whole, he's a veteran. Okay, bro, you're a veteran. Doesn't mean you're better. You're not better than Tua. Fitzpatrick is not better than Tua.
No, he's not.
You know what I'm saying? And what does Brian Flores preach? What does he preach? We're going to play the best guys.
I think that when it comes to the quarterback, that it's kind of a gray situation.
If Tua comes in, he's 100%, like they've already said multiple times. If he comes in, he should beat Fitzpatrick. I mean, can we all agree on that? That if he's 100% and it's a battle, he should beat Fitzpatrick, right?
Yeah.
I
mean,
if he doesn't beat out Fitzpatrick, it's a problem, in my opinion, right?
He should, yes.
Right.
Bro,
if he doesn't beat him out, then we got a problem.
If he doesn't beat him out, it's kind of tough to be like, damn, okay, well, yeah, you're a rookie, but this is a 38-year-old journeyman quarterback.
I got a rebuttal for that though.
As far as
on top of that, and Brian Flores always preaches we're going to play the best players. So if he's right, then do it for the quarterback position as well.
I've also said that I think when it comes to the quarterback, that's a different situation. I think that fits for every other position other than the fucking quarterback. I don't know why. Well, I do know why. I'm just saying it's like, for example, in our situation now, and I'll get to you, Justin. I know you had a rebuttal. I'll get to you in a second. For example, this is the best situation for any quarterback to come in, really, because you can sit out a year if you wanted to, or we wanted him to sit out a year, and we have a quarterback capable enough to produce a season that. Excuse me, sorry, I've got some gas coming up with the beer. That is acceptable because let me tell you, last year was fun. We only won 5 games, but it was still a fun season, and Fitzpatrick was the main reason for that fun season. Let's not act like he didn't provide an entertaining season.
The whole season was fun because you knew
it was fun.
You knew what you were getting. You knew every game after you were losing. You knew what it was for, bro. I mean, that's why it was fun. Every game was fun because you were always one step closer to getting to it. That's all that mattered last year.
But if they end up going into camp, like we talked about last week, if they end up going into camp and they say it's an open competition and Tua doesn't beat them out, then we have a problem.
Correct.
Yeah, that I will agree with. We have a serious problem there because he should beat him out because we do have weapons on offense. Okay. Now, our running game has yet to be, thrown out there.
Before you start on the running game.
Go. You have your rebuttal about
when the Browns drafted Baker Mayfield, they had all intentions that Baker was going to beat out Tyrod Taylor, correct?
Mm-hmm. Correct.
Tyrod Taylor then beat him out in like training camp and all that stuff.
Good point.
And he had a terrible first 3-4 games, and then Baker comes in and he lights the world on fire, correct? So I mean that could very well be the same, with Tua. You got to remember this COVID-19 stuff isn't going to help anybody but Fitzpatrick if he really wants to play, because he does. And he always has the thing to look very, very good in training camp. That's just his MO. So I think he's going to come in training camp already knowing the playbook, already knowing most of his receivers. He's going to have better chemistry. He's just going to look better in training camp and in preseason. But that's just because of the system, and training camp is probably going to start late. Do I think Fitzpatrick's a better quarterback than Tua? Hell no. Hell fucking no. But coming out of training camp and preseason, I think that Fitzpatrick is just going to have the edge on him by knowing the playbook and being more comfortable. And Brian Flores is going to be like, all right, well, in the first 3 weeks, we have a better chance of winning with him. But when Tua knows more and more and gets comfortable with the offense, then that's when he's going to step in and then boom, just fucking Tua's going to take the reins. And I'd rather him not even play the first couple weeks. I mean, we still don't know about this offensive line, bro. Imagine Tua comes in, bro, and immediately the running game is bad, and you're down, and you try to throw to win, and he's taking sacks, and he's taking hits, I mean, that's not really good. So I think if he sits a couple weeks, it's just going to benefit him. And we know what next year is. I mean, I know you want to go 9-7, 10-6, and win the division, but we know what next year really is. I mean, this year was all about getting the groundwork to build the house. Next year, when you got Travis Etienne coming out, you got freaking, Smith Jr. coming out, you got all these weapons that are coming out, because they were talking about this wide receiver class being good. Next wide receiver class is going to be as good or better than this last one. So it's building all the building blocks. The front office, as itself said, is going to be a 3-year rebuild. We're going into the second. I agree that Tua is the better quarterback. Will he beat him out? No. If not, I'm not that worried. That's all I'm just trying to say.
That's the beauty. Let me tell you, I'm glad you brought that up, and I see you, Brandon Idgen, so I'm going to get to you in a minute. That's one of the things that I'm most excited about, of anything. The fact that we're sitting here talking about the schedule, and some of us might be 8-8, 7, some might be 7-9. The fact that we're in a position like that already this year, and the fact that next year we're in the position next year to really stack up the offense, bring in playmakers. We have 2 first-rounders and 2 second-rounders. We can easily move up and get one of those guys, 2 of those guys, probably, if anything, and really give this guy some weapons. Like, I feel like this is an unusual type of rebuild. I don't think that some teams have this kind of ability to do what we're doing. And dude, we can't fuck this up, man.
What the Dolphins are they're in a luxury situation.
Yes, big time.
Is how I put it, because
big time. I agree completely.
The reason why, look, you have players who are talented players. That's gonna depend your draft next year, because Breida's going into he's a restricted free agent now, right?
That's a good point.
Okay,
I like it.
If Breida comes in and he's 24 years old, whatever he is, and he plays like he did his first year in San Francisco, why are we drafting a running back next year? I agree. that type of guy.
Hold on.
Preston Williams,
I agree with that.
Hold on. If Preston Williams comes in and he's the same guy before the ACL injury, why are we drafting Jamar Chase? The only one really that might be replaceable, whether he has a good season or not, is going to be Albert Wilson. And for that, I get Jalen Waddle from Alabama. He's a slot.
You just answered your first question. Listen, I just looked at the Houston Texans schedule, right? I just took a quick glance. They play the NFC North and the AFC North. So they got to go against the Steelers, the Browns, the Ravens, Green Bay, Chicago. I mean, we could have potentially 2 top 10 picks easily this year.
The Dolphins are not going to have a top 10 pick.
If they go 9-7 or 10-6, whatever you think. But if they go, like 7-9, it could be like top 12.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now.
So 2 top 15 picks.
And I'll put it like this: if the Dolphins go 6-10, we need to pull back on the Brian Flores hype. Okay, just telling you that right now.
It's not even that.
You know what? I don't even think that's what's gonna happen, though.
If we go, Alex, can you back me up here? If we go 6-10, pull back the Brian Flores hype, partner.
That you're gonna get back on this.
Pull back the Brian Flores hype. If he goes 6-10 with a very much improved roster, it's a.
Okay, listen. Before anybody says anything, let me say one thing, and that was one of the things I was gonna say when we were talking about the hype about the team and the ability. Yes, we're going into next season with already having weapons on offense before the draft. We had a decent offense last year, I thought. I mean, we had guys. Man, yeah, I kind of understand what you're saying. That if we underperform next year, do we take a step back on Flores? I don't know because let me ask you: does the sophomore jinx not account for coaches too, or no? Is it
bro, you have Xavier Howard coming back. You just signed another top 5 corner in football. You have Van Noy coming. You just signed Ogba. You just signed Lawson, and you're only going to win. And you're only going to win one more game with those guys.
We don't. Okay, you're going off what you're thinking.
No, I'm just. Let me ask you this. No, I'm just saying.
What's your scenario. So let me ask you a question though. Is that all on the coach though? Because this is why I ask. Wait. This is why I asked. He did what he did with guys who were expected to not perform. Yeah. Correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. Now he's going to have guys who are expected to perform. Correct?
Yeah.
There could be that difference in balance as the guys who were underperforming or expected to had more passion for and these guys may not perform. We've seen teams get built up.
Well, you just answered your question right there. If they don't have that fire to perform, even though they're already a great player under Flores, then it's tough to be like
Flores for that though.
Of course, 1,000%, bro.
Why? Because the guys who are already established, the guys we brought in this year, the guys we signed, not the rookie.
Because everybody in Miami is saying that the reason why you're a great coach is because players want to play for you. Why can't you get the star veterans to play for you? I don't understand it.
Just saying, what if it's the guys that aren't made to perform on other teams, but they perform for him?
Good enough now, hold on, let me get your team prepared, bro. I mean, that's simple.
I'm talking about the stars. The stars don't always align with the coaches, but the guys who are trying to make teams, the guys who are hustlers, the guys who are ball, those guys do align with the coach. I'm just saying, like that. It might not be his fault if the guys who are already performing and getting paid to perform, their mentality may not be that raw work. Let me bust my ass for this coach guy. That's what I'm saying. Do you blame the coach? That's what I'm saying.
Because you brought him in. You brought those players in.
I don't want to do what, like, for example, Arizona. They fired that guy after one fucking season, dude. That was insane. I'm not saying we're going to do that with Flores, but I think he had a great first season. Okay, great. So it's going to be hard.
Of a year season.
It's going to be hard to match that this year in the sense of when you look at the aspects of we didn't have anything last year. Now we're building this team up. You expect more, but dang, when you think about what he did here, it's like, fuck, that's amazing. Like, I was great.
You upgraded. You upgraded at every position in the defense. So if you match what you did last year, yeah, bro, I'm putting the blame on you.
But if your defense is stopping them, but your team is still not scoring any points. How is that Brian Flores' fault?
Well, how do we win the same way we won 5 games last year? I don't understand.
Well, we weren't scoring. We weren't a great offense last year, so that's not like that's something that's gonna fall on him.
Yeah.
I mean, if we're competitive and we're in games, but our offense just isn't scoring enough points to get us past the hump, that's not on him.
But who did we beat last year? The Colts with Brian Hoyer. We beat the Bengals. We beat the Jets.
Wait,
right?
didn't we lose the Bengals? Oh no, that's right. We were jumping up and down, and then we got disappointed because we beat the Bengals. I remember that game. That was awesome.
We beat the Pats, but the Pats are a shell of themselves at home. That was a great win. But
that was a hell of a game, though. That was a great win.
They're a shell of themselves. We can all agree to that. They look. Their offense wasn't as good toward the end. They just looked like they were running out of gas. They didn't look like they want to play. They didn't look like they want to be there. Tom Brady looked checked out. And who was the 5th team they beat?
Was it Washington?
No, we lost it. We lost to Washington.
Oh, we lost.
We went for 2.
Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, Philadelphia.
Another good win.
So another.
That's right, your brother's team.
That's another good win.
A good what? They finished the season 9-7, 8-8.
Playoff team.
We're the weakest division in football. What I'm saying is that this year we're playing a totally different class of teams, man. We're playing the AFC. We're playing the NFC West, which potentially have 2 of the top 5 teams in the NFC. We have to travel out west. We're playing the Chiefs. I mean, this schedule is real hard.
I mean, you play the Jets twice who are weak. You're playing the Patriots twice who are weak. You're playing Jacksonville who's weak. You're playing Vegas. I mean, Vegas.
We don't know if Jacksonville is still going to be weak. What if they sign Cam Newton, bro? That team looks totally different, bro. They don't have great weapons. They have good defense.
They have who's their
defense? Hey, is Cam a thought in Jacksonville? Is he?
Yeah,
is that? I haven't seen anything. I mean, that would sell tickets too, though.
I mean, Jacksonville is a bad team. They're like they're the favorites to get the number 1 pick next year for Lawrence.
Yeah, but that's if they don't make any more. I mean, I agree. I've had that as a win.
You know,
on my schedule.
Like I said, the Jets. You have the Jets twice. You have the Patriots twice. You have Jacksonville. Does Buffalo scare you? Because I think we competed in both Buffalo games last year. All right. You know who else?
Wait, are we? Have you done your schedule? Have you done your wins and losses yet, Justin? Or you guys want me to go?
I mean, let's finish one thing though.
No, I know, but I'm asking a question because I feel like we're talking about stuff he hasn't gotten to his schedule yet, and so we're kind of digging into certain games that he hasn't thrown out yet.
I'm at 7 games already. You got Patriots twice, the Jets twice, the Jags. Does Buffalo scare you? Like I said, Buffalo. That's 6 or 7 if you count 2.
Dude, I have
That's going. That.
I'm like,
does Arizona scare you?
1-1 against Buffalo.
Arizona's an L. If you don't, Arizona's definitely a lot.
You think Arizona's?
I mean, I can talk about my schedule when it comes up.
Okay.
What?
Look.
Does Vegas scare? Does Vegas scare you?
Arizona, L baby.
Does Vegas scare you?
What does Vegas have?
Should I go through my schedule?
Does Cincinnati really strike fear into you?
All right. Let's go with Justin's schedule. You know what, Justin? By the way, you should open your window because it looks like you have a great city view. That would be great.
It's a lake.
Well, I see a lot of lights. I think it would be great for the background of the podcast, bro. I'm just saying. I mean, let's add some visual effects. Look at that. Look at all those lights. It takes forever to open the goddamn fucking shades. Jesus.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, no, you know what? Yeah, you're good, bro. Don't worry about it, dude. We're good. Fuck it. I didn't think it was going to be that much of a mission.
Oh, nah, bro.
Oh, God. I just fucked up the window.
When you live in the hood, bro, this shit breaks.
I'm here like, dude, stop. I just fucked up your window. My bad.
Yeah,
I just saw a good fucking view. It looked like a good view.
Yeah. Well, now you see my TV and shit.
Go ahead.
Oh, you see the monitor.
Let's go with you. Give me your wins, your losses. Give me your games. And we'll go to me. And then we can just go ahead and do what we were doing right now. Go ahead. Do your thing.
I think the Dolphins are going 7-9.
Okay.
I don't. 7-9.
But see, let's get a break. See, that's why I want to do. That's why I want to do the breakdown, because that's why we can get where do you see them going. No, I know, but you were telling. I know, but you were telling Alex not to do it. That's what I'm saying. It's better.
No. All I said was let's not go game by game. Yeah. Alex said his record. He went through a couple games. I told you to do the same, and I'm telling him to do the same. Go through a couple games that you think are important, and we'll move on. I don't want to go every single game. I'm not going to do it either.
So I think we go 0-2 against the Bills. We lose against the Broncos. We go 1-1 against the Jets, and we go 1-1 against the Pats. And we end up the schedule 79 with the rest of going east and west and east. This travel is going to be hard on anybody. Even a good team would have struggles going to these places. I mean, it's never easy playing in Mile High, especially when you come from Miami. I mean, I know we're going to be out west, but like we're so used to the Miami, we're at sea level. Like we're there. Right. So that's not going to be. I think that's a loss, and the Chargers game is going to be a close one. The Chargers are a good team. So that's how I get to the 7-9 situation. Well, they get Derwin James back. They got Joey Bosa. They got Mark Ingram. They got a good defense and a capable offense. So I think we finish 7-9, and I think that's a good year for us. Coming off of and it's not like we're gonna get blown out. I don't think it's gonna be blown out. I think they're gonna be very close games. I think we lose within 7 points. 7 out of the 9 game we lose. I think it's gonna be that close, one possession game type shit.
Well, it'd be like the Chargers with Phillip Rivers.
Oh, well.
All right, look. Let me get into mine, because that way we go through everybody's schedule and then we can just talk about the whole thing. I don't even know what the fuck I have us at yet. I'm still like torn, because I'm not gonna go through every game. Calm down. I see your face. I have us winning at New England, week 1. I have the first 4 games. I have us going 2-2. That's what I have us at 2-2. First 4 games, win at New England. I guess we're gonna lose it's at home though. That's the thing. It's tough. I have us right there. Look, win loss. I have us win loss at Buffalo at home. But I guess if I had to pick something, I would say 2-2 to start the season. My only concerns are Denver. I'm not sure what we're gonna do there, if we're gonna pull that game out or not, because it's obviously we're playing Seattle here, then we go to San Francisco, and then we go to Denver. So we got 2 road games on the West Coast, and then we're going to Mile High on top of that. It's like it's a fact. It does what it does. That's what it's supposed to do. It's like us in September. Our home games in September are here to make motherfuckers suffer. And Denver, they're low altitude, high altitude shit fucks people up, bro. That's what it is. There's only 2-3 games: Buffalo week 2, Denver week 6, and Las Vegas week 16 that I'm iffy on. So I guess basically I have us at 8-8. We can easily go 7-9, and we can easily go 9-7. I'm just torn between a couple games. So that's that, motherfuckers. Alex, where you at, dude? I lost you on my screen now. Just saying. So that's what I'm saying.
So we're back to square one before the rebuild. I love that.
Well, no, I mean, come on.
I have us going 7-9 too, and you have 8-8. It's just funny how, when we try to win, it's like we go 8-8 regardless, 9-7 when we try to.
But see, you know what though? I'm gonna tell you one thing. This 8-8, 9-7, 7-9 doesn't feel the same as other seasons.
Feels progression.
This 7-9, 9-7, 8-8 feels like progression to me. We won 5 motherfucking games last year. 5 motherfucking games that we shouldn't even have won last year. How about that? And you know what? Coach Flo. We got Coach Spo.
Coach Flo. It is Coach Flo. That's why I'm saying if he goes 6-10 around that, bro.
I still don't think that's on him, though. Still don't think that's on him.
Bro, you gotta take the good with the bad. If it's because if we did good, how do you know it wasn't just the players?
What if those players are injured? It's not
you know what I'm saying, bro?
Hold on, Brandon. Hold on. What, Alex?
If we have a bunch of injuries, that's not Flores' fault.
Oh, of course not. If we have,
hold on, but we're not talking. like we're going down the scenarios. I don't want to do injuries because that's something that we can't predict.
It doesn't matter.
But I understand what you're saying, Brandon. I do.
Even if we have injuries, we still have a better team than last year.
If we go 6-10 this year, I agree. There's something there, but I don't know if necessarily think it's on the coach though, because now we're bringing. Let me explain. We're bringing in higher priced guys. We're not bringing in guys who are fighting for their jobs. He had guys last year who were fighting for their jobs, who were fucking hungry. These guys who got paid, and you know more than anyone. We all know. And then the NFL, that's the one sport that these guys, they get paid and they sit back sometimes, bro. And it's happened a million motherfucking times.
The difference with
the NBA, and for example, baseball, you have more longevity in your career, so you have more options to fuck around. The NFL, you don't. These guys fucking, bro? These guys are fighting for that contract, dude. All these guys are.
Who's fighting for that contract, though?
I'm talking about the guys who he played with last year, who won 5 games for him last year. Those guys that we don't see in the trenches. Those guys who are fucking fighting for spots. What's the kid from the cornerback? I can't remember his name right now. Not Rowe. Needham. I hear guys talking about him on ESPN. And
I don't know why.
Yes. And they're talking about Needham as a possible guy who could fill into a spot on the secondary on this team.
I don't know
guys
why.
Like that
they fucking drafted a guy in the first round to replace him.
I'm just saying that those are the guys who are hungry. You got the guys who are hungry.
The difference with that, bro, is that the guys that are fighting for the spot in the roster, they don't even belong in the NFL, bro.
Why? Why do you say that?
They don't. Name me anybody. I mean, give me names for the Dolphins defense that you think is going to be here next year.
Needham might be. He might stick around if he has a good camp.
Actually, Justin just brought up a name about a couple weeks ago for our running back, and we were all like, we didn't even know he touched the rock. I forgot his name, bro. He carried the ball a few times in the last 3 weeks of the season. Again, bro.
Oh, no, you guys just the white boy. What's his name?
No, Laird produced.
That's my boy. That's the
basically saying, bro, you're giving Flores credit for making it happen with guys who probably don't belong in the league, bro. They don't. Let me finish. And then this year, you have guys that are all pros at their position, and you're not gonna compete.
Wait. Did you say all pros or they are pros?
No, like all pros. They're like all like belong in the NFL. Like
like they are pros, not like all pro. Like
correct.
Are pros, not.
Well, I mean, Byron Jones and Xavier Howard are your 2 all pros on defense. Yeah. I mean, we can all agree on that. I mean, that's not rocket science.
No, but the rest are just regular pros.
Well, Van Noy is a top 12 pass rusher in football. Ogba is pretty nasty. Shaq Lawson's pretty good. No?
Ogba's coming off of an injury, so we don't know how he's really going to play.
Okay.
Look at this shit.
So...
And you think these fuckers let me sleep, bro?
Ogba, look, we won 5 games with who was our DNs? Fucking Taco Charlton, and who was the other one? Who's the other DN?
Harris. No, wait. You know what?
Charles Harris?
Hey, wait.
Hey, we got a 7th for him.
Hey, stop. I'm glad you brought up Taco. That motherfucker led us in sacks last year.
But let's not talk about Taco. Let's finish one thing, though. And then get back to the sorry-ass player that we released. That guy, and we released him. Because we got Shaq Lawson and Ogba, bro. He's terrible.
Hey, in 10 games, he led us in sacks. Why is that bad?
All right, and Victor, to answer...
What is that saying, bro?
And to answer... great game.
Victor, and to answer your questions, he wasn't like a pro. You know what I'm saying? He produced with the 4 sacks. He couldn't do anything against the run, and off the field, he had issues with the coaching staff and with.
I didn't know about that. Now hold on, I have a question though. Was he affordable? Was he a guy we could have kept on this team to produce? I like his name, bro. He has a good name.
So you only wanted him to stick around because of his name.
Well, that and the fact that he led the team in sacks last year.
Yeah, but he led the team in sacks with an AFL roster.
You know what? I'm with you because Fitzpatrick led the team in rushing last year. So I guess I can. Okay, you know what?
That's another thing, bro.
Hey,
that's another thing. We won 5.
I concede.
We won 5 games with fucking Kalen Balazs as the number 1 running back. If we can't produce more wins with Breida and Howard,
Balazs believers. There's only one Balaj believer, and he's right there.
It's just terrible, bro. It's just there's no way you could tell me that it's true. If you're gonna give Flores the credit for having a winning team or for having a good team, actually he was a winning team the last half of the season. He went 5-4. He actually was above 500 the second half of the season. Hold on, because I know you're about to say something. Because I'm gonna mute you. I'm gonna mute you. So if you're gonna give him the benefit of the doubt for winning those games with his players, and then he can't win with actual talent, then yeah, bro, pull the hype back.
Hold on, does Alex have anything to say, bro? I'm waiting for him to say something.
Alex, you gotta just chime in, baby. You gotta just talk.
Yeah, for real, dude.
We're going off track, Victor. Keep going.
Why are we going? We were talking. Let's go.
No, like, what do you think? Like, I need your opinion on the whole Flores. Should he take blame for actually having a good team this year?
It's a lot of factors, man. I don't know. It depends. You know, you can't say yes. You can't say no.
Yeah, I agree with Alex, bro. Because we don't no one knows what the fuck is gonna happen, bro. We could go 16-0. We can go 0-16. Exactly. Some shit could happen, bro.
One certainty I can say: every Fox, NFL Network, ESPN, every expert I've heard, none of them have the Dolphins over 500. Nobody.
Vegas has us at 6.
Nobody.
Colin Coward, like everybody I've seen, like
over under 6 wins. Yeah.
Everybody has the Dolphins at most 7-9, like the best.
The majority.
Record. Yeah.
The majority.
Nobody
has underachieving. Yes.
Nobody has a Dolphins over 500. Nobody.
So, all I'm saying is that I feel like Brian Flores gave the guys who are the fucking lunch pail, bring your lunch pack to work guys, hope, and they. Okay, look, I'm not trying to act like 5 wins is something great, but for that team, dude, that motherfucker had Coach of the Year mentions. There was people talking about him as Coach of the Year for what he did with this team. Yeah. But I would not be shocked if this year we win 6-10. And this is why I say that. I feel like the guys that we brought, now we're bringing in guys who are getting paid. This isn't the guy. I know. Listen,
bringing in talent, bro.
Listen, there's one thing about the My One Set.
You're talking like that. One thing. You're honestly acting as if everybody froze.
Yeah, I know. You're froze. You should freeze forever.
Yeah, I'm good.
Listen, you need to understand. This is the beauty of the My One Cent podcast. That me and this motherfucker always have a disagreement. It feels like he's just not understanding.
Wait, Brandon left, so.
No, let me see. Oh yeah, he did leave, didn't he? Okay. Well, right, whatever.
But let me give you guys, because I was gonna do this.
Anyway, my bad. Like I was saying, bro.
Let me give you, because
Brandon, wait.
This is all speculation, right? This is all playing the result of something that has not happened yet. This is what we're doing right now is fucking useless. It's pointless, but we fucking do it anyways because #content. But let's say, right, we go 7-9, 6-10, right? You don't like the record, but we lose to the Chiefs by 6 points. You lose against the 49ers by 2 points. You lose very close competitive games that it could be a flip of a coin. Let's say you're driving down the field. Oh, perfect example. The Bears game from 2 years ago. You're driving down, right? You're on the 1 yard line. You're about to win with 4 seconds left. In overtime, boom, Drake fumbles at the goal line. Then they go down and score a field. Things like that could easily happen that, a coach or us would never know it would happen. It's all random. And if that happens, could you blame the coach for that since we're doing speculations? If we go 6-10 and 7-9, but we're on the unlucky side of something like game-winning field goals or fumbles or picks or penalties that no one agrees with, is that Coach Flo's fault or is that just unluck?
Well, in that sense, yeah, it is Coach Flo's fault because penalties, you're fumbling. If you're losing games because penalties and you're fumbling and your turnovers, that means you're sloppy in the game. That's Flo's fault.
I agree. But hold on. Wait, you know what? I'm glad you said that because last week you were talking shit about the TNT wall, which is also a coach. Wait, and don't say shit. I can't see you, so I can't tell if you're about to say something. So wait. You were talking shit about the TNT wall last week. The TNT wall got us at the least penalized team in the league, and we were the worst. Dude, how many games didn't we sit here and be like, God damn, throwing a fucking penalty? So you can't say one thing works when the other thing doesn't, when the other thing did work. I'm just saying, keep that in mind. when you make your next tape.
Well, you're gonna need talent, so that TNT wall is not gonna work this year. It won't work with the guys we brought in. You know, you're gonna need talent. As a matter of fact, he should build an ITT wall next to the TNT wall that it does take talent to compete. You feel me? Like it kind of does, bro. I'm sorry to tell you that.
You just make that up right now, like on the whim.
Kind of.
I love it. Shit.
I mean, it kind of takes talent to win football, bro. And it's. I'm sorry to tell you guys that. I mean, it is. It when you say, if you tell me it takes no talent, that means I can go play in the NFL, because if I can sit there and not create a false start. I mean, bro, what is that? What am I doing? I'm just saying, bro. I understand why he did it. Before you guys think I'm dumb and shit, I understand why he did the TNT wall.
Do you?
Because he had guys that are probably not going to be in the league this year, so they gave him some motivation.
But why not use that for the guys who belong in the league? It could work for them too, bro.
Because
why not?
It doesn't work like that, bro.
But the guys that he brought in are guys
work like that. You're gonna have to adjust. The good coaches adjust to their players. You think Don Shula, when Zonka and shit like that would build a TNT wall? Hey, bro, you false start. Go run to the TNT wall.
No, but he made them do three one-a-days every offseason, bro. He would work them out extensively.
That was the NFL schedule. But that was the schedule back in the day.
He would work them out rigorously in the heat, bro. They were fucking tough as nails.
Bro, they already do that. So if Don Shula is sitting there like
you
this,
by your face mask. You can't do that shit nowadays. You can't do that now because guys go crying about it. He had a control of his. Dude, he had a control of his team that guys nowadays don't have. It was a different era. Completely.
Again, you're going off the script, bro. Don Shula will never sit there like this and say, "Hey, Zonk, false start, go run to the TNT wall." He's never gonna do that, bro. Are you out your fucking mind?
Because he had his own thing.
That's why Saban left back. Do you know why Saban left back to Alabama? Because did you ever hear the thing about Joey Porter that happened in practice? That he tried to discipline Joey Porter. Joey Porter is an all-pro linebacker back in the day. And Joey Porter told Saban, "Who the fuck are you? I've been doing this."
We all knew that. This was one of the things that Saban had against him. He talked to adults, grown men, like he was college kids. That's why it didn't work for him here. We know that. That's not a secret.
So what's running? When you send someone to run to the TN wall for messing up, what is that? That's Pee-wee. I send my little 10U team. Hey, bro, run to the 50.
Listen. But that doesn't matter if you're sending a rookie or a 15-year veteran. A 15-year veteran can easily say, you know what? A wake-up call. I need to step back to reality. Because a 15-year veteran may have...
I can imagine. I just want to see. I wish I could go back in time to when Dan Marino was in training camp and he messed up and watch Brian Flores says, "Hey, Dan, run to the TNT wall." And Dan was like, "Yeah, bro, hold my nuts."
But didn't you say it yourself that players wanted to come down to Miami to play for Coach Flores? When they want to come to play for a coach, they know what they're playing for. You know what I'm saying? That's why the same people wanted to go.
Right.
The same things that happens in New England, bro.
I don't know. I did say
in New England, you got the New England way. You got that crazy ass shit, bro. You're on lockdown.
But the TNT wall worked because it was players who are not even going to be here, so they're going to do whatever the coach says. You're going to have to adjust to these veteran players.
But when you play for a coach, you gotta come. You get whatever it comes with.
Young coach too. The veteran player should adjust to the young coach too.
That's what I'm saying. So both of you guys really just proved my point that if Flo cannot do it with these players, that means it's a problem.
But it doesn't necessarily mean it's him. That's all I'm saying.
Why not? He's the coach.
All right, listen.
Bro, we can have a TNT wall or a wall of a dildo. The players have to perform, bro, regardless.
Correct. But who does that fall under, Alex?
It's a lot of, again, as I said before.
Who has to prepare these guys to play?
Repeat that again?
But you act like Coach Flo is in every meeting
these guys
bro.
To play?
Well, the coaches. It's not only Flores. It's not only Flores.
But the same way you guys are being so laid back on Flores now.
Flores call plays. Flores not on the field.
I know that. But I'm saying Flores, I'm not saying I don't understand. I'm just saying you guys are giving this. You guys,
hey, listen. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back.
Yeah, thanks for leaving.
Thank you, for real.
Look, bro. Look, I'm empty.
Thanks.
One more. You guys keep talking what we're talking about.
Oh no, it'll be a more smoother talk now. I won't get interrupted as much.
Next time I see you, I'm gonna whoop your ass.
Bro, all I'm saying is that we have so much hype around Brian Flores, and that's just because of the job that he did with nobodies. So now he has a lot of somebodies, and he's not you guys only have him at a 1 or 2 game improvement? I mean, that's crazy.
So we had a weaker schedule last year, and we didn't even beat good teams.
But we have almost this. If we go 6-10, I'm glad you brought that up now to say this with Victor, because if he interrupted me again, I was gonna snap. I hope we got that on the podcast. If we go 6-10, that means you have us basically getting swept by the Patriots, getting swept by Buffalo, losing one of Jacksonville or the Jets, losing one of Vegas or the Bengals, and losing both Los Angeles games.
You don't think Vegas has improved though, like at all?
More than the Dolphins?
But when you go from absolutely shit to something higher, you're an improved team.
Yeah, there's not many instances where teams improve by 5 wins that I've seen.
I'm not saying 5 wins.
Like what I'm hearing is what you're expecting is like from 5 wins to 9.
No, I'm expecting at least from 5 to I'm expecting at least 8-8, bro. I'm telling you that straight up. That's a 3-game improvement.
That's a lot. Not every team is like San Francisco, bro. And you just go from the second pick to Super Bowl.
Can we make a better decision if we go position by position to see who we're adding and who that person that we added is replacing? So we can kind of gauge.
We're not saying we know we did. We all can agree the team improved. We can all agree that.
Yes.
Question marks are still had on important positions.
Offensive
tackles.
Mm-hmm.
One of the most important positions in the league. That's why they get paid as much.
Correct.
You signed a backup center who took over for the Patriots with an injury. So he was a backup. That now he's your starter. He played well. Did he play great? No. So you put in a good, not great center. You put in a left guard that was not very good for the first 4 years, and then he had a good season. You don't know what you're doing with your right guard yet. And like I said, the tackles. We still don't know what we're doing at safety. I mean, Eric Rowe is solid, but who's the other guy?
Bobby.
That's another. Who?
Bobby.
But we can have this debate again about how I don't believe he's a good safety.
Okay.
In general. Linebackers, even though they've improved year by year, they're still good, not great. And we still don't know if we could stop the run. Can we stop the pass? 100%. Can we stop the run? Not sure. Can we stop pass rush? Not sure. Can we run the ball? Not sure. So if your team is only putting up 14 to 17 points, but your defense is letting up 20, you're still losing the game. You could lose it by 3, by 10, by 15, by 50.
Hold on, let me see something real quick so I can actually properly get into this argument.
Improvement. Our team definitely improved.
Because not only did we replace the worst running game in the league, we replaced them with 2 very good guys.
But we were the worst running league for 2 reasons. Because 1, we had the worst offensive line of all time. And 2, because our running backs were not good, clearly. We've upgraded the offensive line. We still don't know how good they are. What we were reading, right, with Austin Jackson and, Kinley and everyone that we signed are pass blocker guys. The only one that they said solidified the running game was Robert Hunt, right? When we were going through all the draft analysts. They were all passing guys. They're big chests. They could stop the pass rush. The only one that could bulldozer was Robert Hunt. So we have no idea what our offense is going to look like at all with the line still. Yeah, and we still have no idea what we're going to do against the run when they try to run. So against a team like I said, the 49ers, they could potentially run all over us. They could put up 200 yards, and they could slow the game out. And then we'll try to pass the ball and stuff. I don't think we're going to get blown out by anyone.
What? Brandon? What happened? Somebody froze? Anyway. Okay.
Not me.
Well, yeah, I see Brandon's not back now. He's there. No, he left. All right, well, we can go back and forth with a lot of this shit that we're talking about now, and a lot of it isn't going to be determined until we actually hit the field.
All right. Well, had a little technical snafu there, but that's all right. We're winding the show down anyway. So as I put the cap on episode number 14 for the YouTube. Just a shout out to the boys for joining me this week again. Jaywalk, Brandon, Alex. Always fun having the guys on. You know where to find us. My One Cent Podcast, Instagram, Twitter. myonecentpodcast@gmail.com. Soon, myonecentpodcast.com. And obviously, the YouTube channel. Hit us up, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we're on and we post. And appreciate all the love. Be safe out there, everybody. Wear your mask. Wash your motherfucking hands. It doesn't take that much. We should be doing that anyway. So it's amazing that it took this for people to start washing their hands. But that's another story for another show. So, once again, from the My One Cent Podcast, thank you very much. And we're coming up to Happy Mother's Day. So, Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas out there. All the bad bitches that had to deal with people like me their whole lives. Sons, loving sons, but pains in the ass. So, to all the mothers out there, Happy Mother's Day. Love you guys. Thanks for listening. Hope you enjoy this episode, and we'll see you next time. Peace.